Hello investors and traders, today I'll speak about Vale Stock. It's a Brazilian company. It's engaged in the green energy transition. Also it producer of iron steel, so of course it can be interesting investment idea for now. Let's begin with the chart. In my mind here it was a correction, ABC move, then it finished, and since 2016 it can be an impulse. The first wave, the second, the third, the fourth and the fifth. Here is very clear that it's a triangle, so I'm expecting to see the fifth wave, the finishing the last wave in the impulse. Here also the level of 14 bucks used to be for many years, actually last 5 years, as a support level, as a resistance level. So by the way, here it is a resistance level. If it this chart, the stock is break, of course there is nice potential to grow. Also I can using the Fibonacci levels, I can tell you my target for the fifth wave, and it can be 37 bucks. So actually from the current level it can be twice. So the in my mind the growth potential more than 100%. So let's have a look on the last quarterly report of this company. It was yesterday, the 28th of June 2023. We see that the iron ore production is continued to grow. For the last 2 quarters it's up 6%. The copper production is continue show very strong performance, more than 40% since the second quarter of 2022, and the nickel production also continue to grow. So the volumes for the main metal basket for these companies continue to grow, and of course it's a very positive vibe, positive sign. Also we see that the company is ramping up ahead of the schedule in some of its project. The milestone achieved for safer trainings management, so positive vibes. Also we see that unlocking value of energy transition metals, so it's the main topic for today. It's why I paid my attention for this company. We see that the large source and reserves in key crucial mineral jurisdictions. I reminded it's a Brazilian company, and also it's this company partnership with global diversified investors to accelerate growth, and has access to more competitive capital to fund. It's about 25-30 billion bucks capex over the next decade. So generally speaking, we see a nice performance, and if we'll see the slight decreasement in the EBITDA, I remind you, EBITDA at operation, it's operational income plus depreciation and amortization. So it's most of it decreasement we see because of the price. And here the EBITDA is a slight decreasement, but in my mind it's not significant. By the way, the copper cost, the cost of goods sold, is also decreased. It was more than 7 US, I guess maybe US bucks, US per ton, 7,000. Now the COGS is decreasing. So we see that they increase production, diluted fixed costs and both operation, higher gold volumes and price, and also tax credit. So the nickel also, the COGS is increased. Of course, lower fixed cost, dilution of own source, longer maintenance, and a longer harbor. So the COGS for nickel is unfortunately year over year versus the second quarter of 2002, it's higher, but look, relative to the first quarter, we see a slight decreasement, so it's positive. The free cash flow for this company, we see about 4 billion bucks, I guess. And also we can see that the company continue to perform a share buyback. A few years ago it's paid extraordinary dividend, and this company also continue to pay a dividends to its shareholders. Of course it's very nice. Here, by the way, the total figure of free cash flow return to shareholders, and I think in the average more than 100%, so it's very nice, encouraging of its company shareholders. Let's have a look on the fundamental parameters for this company. So look, market cap more than 60 billion bucks, the dividend yield impressive 7%. Look, most of it, the company, about 80% it's steel solutions, and about 20% at energy transition materials. By the way, very high marginality. Look, gross profits 45%, EBITDA even higher, and net income about 42%. So very highly marginality for this company. P ratio now is about 4, so very cheap. Price per earning ratio, and also PS, price per revenue, only 2, so very cheap valuation. The dividend, here we can find the dividend history for this company. So it's, of course, it's not the stable dividends, but anyway, the trailing 12 month dividend yield is even more than 7%, so it's quite nice. By the way, if we look at the financial position for this company, so it has a debt more than 20 billion bucks. Now it decreased to the level of 12 billion bucks, so it's a positive vibe. Let's have a look a little bit closer on the debt. So I would like to check it, the total debt quarterly. Yeah, it's quarterly data. Yeah, so it was 17, 18, and the last figure is 13 billion bucks. And the net debt, you mind, the net debt is minus cash, so debt minus cash, we see the net debt only 8 billion bucks. So any problems with that for this company? Also the marginality, the gross 53, 56, high, very high marginality. By the way, here it was 40%, but for the last data is 21, net margin 21. Believe me, it's very high. It's can be comparable to such data, such figure like as Google, as Amazon. No, it's very highly marginal business. So Vale, if we look at the chart, and as I told you, the valuation, let me check its valuation once again. For me it's very important. So yeah, it's about 4 P ratio, and the PS is more volatile. Now it's 1.5, but it's cheaper. It's much better than 2.4. Actually, it could be the best time to buy it was on the pandemic lows. It was one. Look, by the way, since the pandemic lows, so it was here. So its stock performance now, it's up more than 100%. Okay, but as I told you, in my mind still there is the potential to grow about to 30 to 35 bucks per share. So if I'm personally believe in the green transition, also the company pays dividend, the RSI, the momentum indicator 47 on the weekly time frame. So I guess it can be a nice time at least to consider the stock. Also, don't forget this, it's the triangle. In triangle, usually in the fourth wave we can find in the impulse, so I'm expecting to see the fifth wave. That's why Vale, it's one of the stock that I'm buying now. As for me, it's also a dividend stock with a nice growth potential. So it's my view on Vale stock. I hope it will grow in the near future. Maybe I will hold it to portfolio 2024. Now I'm starting to construct it. So of course, if you're interested in investing stock market, stocks, bonds, fundamental and technical analysis, so don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and see you on the next time. Bye.